Good morning. In this particular video, I'm going to discuss how to calculate the entropy of a particular reaction. So you might be asking what's the practical use for the entropy, calculating the entropy of a reaction. So the result of the entropy, when you came up with the entropy of the reaction, you can use this to calculate for delta G or the Gibbs free energy. So medyo pang chemistry yung concept ng Gibbs free energy. Basically, it answers the question whether the reaction will proceed spontaneously or not. No? Pero siyempre, kahit pa paano, concerned din naman natin as chemical engineer yun. Ano? So, yun yung practical purpose ng calculating the entropy. Kasi makikita nyo mamaya, no? Kung marinig nyo na yung equation ng gatas, uh, yung yung delta S, ginagamit yun sa pagka-calculate ng delta G. And then siguro sa Gen Chem nyo, alam nyo na naman na pag yung delta G negative, spontaneous reaction. Pag positive, non-spontaneous reaction. So let me share the PowerPoint. Ano? Okay, so first, let's try to solve the entropy of a reaction. So as you can see, the equation for the in order to calculate the entropy of the reaction, you need to find the value of the standard molar entropy, from the resource section of Atkins. Itong S, not M, molar entropy, standard molar entropy of a particular substance. So halimbawa, meron kayong reaction. Basically, this is also products minus reactant. Tapos yung B na to, this is the stoichiometric coefficient sa balance reaction. Ano? You need to take note na hindi kagaya sa delta H of formation, dito, kahit na standard form pa siya, hindi zero yung value, no? Sa S, sa entropy, sa molar entropy, hindi zero ang molar entropy sa standard form. Meron siyang particular value. So you need to check the table for that particular value, no? So kailangan talaga pag magso-solve kayo ng problem, meron kayong kopya ng ng ebook ni Atkins, no? The 9th edition. So kasi doon niyo kukunin yung values nito. Okay? So let's try a problem. Ganito lang naman, products minus reactant din lang naman. Okay, so ito yung table 2.8 sa resource section ni Atkins. So ang gagamitin nating data, 'di ba last time ito yung ginamit natin itong column na to, yung delta H of formation. Ito yung ginamit natin. So ngayon ang gagamitin naman natin to calculate the molar entropy, itong column na to. So ang unit niya ay joules per Kelvin per mole. So yun, as you can see, pag delta H of formation, oxygen gas, zero lang yan. Yung ginagawa natin last time, nung nag-calculate tayo ng delta H of the reaction. Ito yung mga delta H of formation. So pag standard form, tapos elemental, zero lamang yung delta H of formation. So as you will notice, pag molar entropy, standard molar entropy of a particular substance, kahit nga ito, oxygen gas, standard form siya, elemental siya, hindi zero. No? Hindi zero. So you need to consider yung mga elemental form, standard elemental form sa reaction kasi hindi zero yung nila, yung standard molar entropy nila. And then for all the other compounds, most probably you can find the values at the resource section of Atkins. So let's try to solve a problem. Let's consider 3.8a. So for 3.8a, you are asked to calculate the standard reaction entropy at 298 Kelvin of these three reactions. So isa na lang iso-solve natin, letter A na lang, Tapos probably I will give you an exercise para maka-practice kayo, makapag-practice kayo. So we have here ethanol. This is ethanol, This is an aldehyde. Just to remember your organic chemistry. So ethanol, when it reacts with oxygen, it is converted to acetic acid. Ano? So mahalaga dito yung gas, yung physical state nila kasi the entropy depends on the physical state. So basically, ang gagawin nyo lang, gagamitin nyo yung table, tapos kukunin nyo yung tatlong S standard M or standard molar entropy. No? Tapos 2 times the standard molar entropy of acetic acid. Di ba? Ano naman yun? Okay, so if you're going to calculate the standard delta S, no, of this reaction number A, this is basically equal to 2 times this product, ano, so ito yung product, times the S na M of CH3COOH tapos liquid, ano, minus this one, itong CH3CHO, so 2 ulit, times the standard molar entropy of CH3CHO gas. And then sabi ko nga kanina, hindi zero ang hindi zero ang oxygen. So meron din tong entropy, ano? So i-minus niyo yung entropy ng oxygen gas. Okay? So just use the table in the resource section and substitute all the values right here. So 2 times S standard ng CH3COOH ay 159.8. So this is joules per Kelvin per mole. Tapos minus natin yung mga reactants. So 2 again times the ethanol, standard molar entropy of ethanol, that's 250.3 joules per Kelvin per mole. Tapos minus SO2. S, I mean entropy of oxygen, no? Gas. Standard entropy of oxygen gas is 205.138, ano? 205.138. So using your calculator, you will be able to find delta S of the reaction. So you're supposed to get something like 386, okay? Negative 386.138. There's a decimal over there. Joules per Kelvin per mole. Okay? Okay. So Gibbs free energy, ang definition ng Gibbs free energy is G is equals to H minus TS. No? So pag sinabi namang definition, lagi ko lang namang inuulit-ulit yan, hindi nyo na kailangan ng justification. So parang postulate yan, tanggapin nyo na lang, ano? So H minus TS. Pag kinuha nyo yung derivative nito, okay, pag kinuha nyo yung derivative, you will have something like dG is equals to dH minus T ds minus S dt. Ngayon, generally, yung delta G, we calculate this at constant temperature. So pag constant temperature, nawawala tong term na to, no? Constant T. Nawawala yung term na yun. So ito na lang yung natitira. Pag in-integrate nyo tong term na to, halimbawa constant naman yung T, this will result to yun, delta G is equals to delta H minus T delta S. So ang mnemonics na ginagamit dito yung gatas, di ba? Pag binasa niyo, di ba, parang gatas. Makikita niyo yan, may mga memes yan sa Facebook, no? So para lang matandaan niyo. So basically to calculate delta G, generally we calculate the delta H of the reaction using the H of formation, yung una natin ginawa. Tapos yung delta S, yung ginawa natin kanina. Tapos generally yung temperature dito, 298.15 para standard siya, ano? Ganun yung gagawin. Ano? And then, try to recall na pag positive ang delta G, it means the reaction is non-spontaneous. Tapos pag naman pag negative yung delta G, means the reaction is spontaneous. So mahalaga kasi yun to determine whether magpo-proceed ba yung reaction o hindi. Makukonvert ba yung reactant sa product o hindi. No? Ganun yun, spontaneously. Pero syempre, as you can see from the equation, you can manipulate the sign of delta G by changing the temperature. No? So anong temperature ba siya magiging spontaneous? No, anong temperature ba magpo-proceed yung reaction? You can control that. Okay, so hindi naman absolute yung delta G. Temperature dependent siya. Okay, so let's try to solve a problem. Ito yung application niya sa medicine. So yan. This is ang tawag dito sa software na to ay Autodoc. So basically, the idea is i-download mo yung structure ng virus. Tapos halimbawa meron kang structure ng gamot na gustong testingin sa virus. Halimbawa, dinownload mo yung COVID, yung SARS-CoV-2, that's the causal organism of COVID-19, dinownload mo yung SARS-CoV-2. Tapos halimbawa, you want to test whether effective ba ang ang aspirin, gusto mong test yung aspirin. So ilagay mo lamang yung i-drag and drop mo lamang yung structure ng COVID-19. You can download it online, available yan online. Tapos i-download, i-drag and drop mo din yung structure ng aspirin. Tapos ang ibabalik niya is the delta G. No? Delta G. So yung delta G, I think it's the higher the better. Ibig sabihin nun, pag merong reaction si aspirin kay virus, mamamatay si virus kasi kakabit na yun. Once kasi may kumabit yan, namamatay na yung virus. So, tapos meron siyang library nung halimbawa, nung mga ibang standard drug, no? Tapos i-compare mo halimbawa yung aspirin. So, meron na siyang data halimbawa for yung mga gamot sa COVID-19. Remdesivir, yan. Meron na siya sa library niya, may data na siya for remdesivir. Ganun. So, i-compare mo yung aspirin. So, ano bang mas maganda, aspirin o remdesivir? Ganun yung Autodoc, no? So, yun yung isang application ng delta G. Para lang ma-imagine nyo. Okay, so punta tayo sa calculation. So, let's try to solve 3.9a. So, 3.9a, gagamit tayo ng Gattas equation. Combine the reaction entropies calculated in 3.8a with the reaction enthalpies calculated and calculate the standard reaction Gibbs energy at 298 K. So again, isosolve natin yung letter A nung 3.8a. Kakalculate natin yung delta G niya. Basically ito. So, meron na tayong value ng delta S doon sa sinolve ko last kanina. No? So ang sabi ko naman sa inyo, ang temperature is ito 298 Kelvin. So yan, meron na tong dalawa na to. Yung delta H na lang. So i-calculate na lang natin yung delta H of reaction. So kukunin lang natin yung delta H of formation nito, tapos i-minus natin yung delta H of formation nito. So 2 times nito, tapos minus 2 times nito. Ito, ang delta H of formation ng oxygen gas ay standard ay 0 lang. No? Ganun na. Okay, so let me share a whiteboard. Okay, so first let's calculate the delta H of the reaction, So we have ethanol. It's gas, 2 mole nito, plus 1 mole ng oxygen, tapos 2 mole ng CH3 COOH. This is your acetic acid liquid. So ang delta H ng reaction is 2 times delta H ng standard of formation nito ng acetic acid liquid Tapos minus ito. Ito 0 na to. Ano? 0 yung delta H of formation. Cancel na. So minus 2 delta H of formation ng CH3CHO gas. So gagamitin niyo ulit yung resource section. So paulit-ulit ako, resource section, resource section. Hindi niyo pa ito masosolve ng walang resource section. Ganun talaga yung PChem. Ano? Kasi ang ano dito, ang in reality talaga pag meron kayong reaction na gustong tingnan kung spontaneous at hindi, kayo talaga yung maghahanap ng data. Kung sa resource section man or kung I think what meron ba sa ano sa handbook natin. Yung chemistry kasi baka meron, no? Pero yung entropy ata wala, yung formation meron. So kayo talaga yung maghahanap ng data. So sa board problem pwedeng ibigay nila, pero in reality dapat kayo talaga yung naghahanap ng data. So dapat marunong talaga kayo tumingin sa table. So tingnan natin, substitute natin. From the table, the delta H of formation is negative 484.5 sa acetic acid. This is in kilojoules per mole, no? Yung unit niya. Kailangan yung specify yung unit kasi may conversion tayong gagawin mamaya. Minus 2. Yung sa ethanol ay formation is negative 166.19. Ano? So ganun din, kilojoules per mole. So yun. So the delta H of this reaction, the standard delta H of this reaction, pag sinabi standard, 25 degrees Celsius yan, ano? 298 Kelvin. Is equal to negative 636.62. So this is in kilojoules per mole. Tapos kasi ang kailangan natin yung delta G. And then remember, ang equation natin sa delta G ay yung gatas. Gatas, 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 gatas. Gatas, gatas, gatas. Huwag niyong kakalimutan. Again, lumalabas yan sa board exam. No? So, substitute nyo lang. Okay? So, take note, ito kilojoules per mole. Yung ating delta S ay joules per mole per Kelvin. So, kailangan nyo itong i-convert. No? Kailangan nyo siyang i-convert. O kaya, yung delta S yung i-convert nyo. Yung delta S na lang pala i-convert natin. Kasi ang final answer ay kilojoules per mole. Ano? So, ito, negative 636.62 kilojoules per mole. Tapos minus, ang temperature natin ay 298 Kelvin. Tapos i-multiply natin ng delta S. Yung nasolve natin kanina. Yung nasolve natin kanina ay negative 386.138. So this is joules per Kelvin per mole. Okay? So para ma-add itong dalawang term, kailangan kilojoules nito. So basically, i-divide nyo lang ng 1,000. So basically, the 1,000 will convert joules to kilojoules. Ano? And then just simply use your calculator. You're supposed to get something like negative 521.5. Ano yung sagot sa dito? Kilojoules per mole. So, anong ibig sabihin? How do you interpret this delta G with a negative sign? Ibig sabihin, this reaction, ethanol, when it will react with oxygen spontaneously to produce acetic acid. Okay? So I hope you get you understand the calculation. Ano?
Mama, wait a week now play the game. Mama, at weeks I buy the game.
Okay. So hanggang dito na lang yung video na to. So kindly check, may exercise akong ilalagay. Paki-solve na lang yung exercise. Okay. And next week, we'll have the final exam. Okay, bye-bye.